When the ocean takes someone you love, faith is what keeps the light burning. This is a story of loss, hope, and never letting go. Pine Valley Records proudly presents Anchors of Faith, performed by Dylan Hayes.
Down by the harbor where the cold wind blows, there's an old porch light everybody knows. It belonged to a man who went out with the tide, a husband, a father, a friend by my side. His little girl still keeps his old cap, and that porch light cuts through the dark like a promise still burning after the last bolt left its mark. I knew that man, we worked those waters for years, shared rough weather stories and a few cold beers. He'd laugh at the storm, say they ain't got a chance, then head for the water before sunrise came. He'd kiss his girl's forehead before every run, tell her I'll be home before the setting sun. She'd stand on the porch and watch him disappear, never knowing one morning would change everything here. The wind kept talking through the telephone while the church bells rang, while the sky climbed higher. Nobody knew what tomorrow would bring, so we trusted the one who controls everything. We tied our hearts to those anchors of faith, held on through the storm, held on through the waves. When the horizon disappeared from view, we kept one light burning for the ones we knew. Some prayers get answered, some never explained. Some roads lead home, some disappear in the rain. When there's nothing left that your hands can hold, you hold on to love. When the night turns cold, leave the light on, just in case somebody's coming home. Winter came early that year by the shore, and every night made the whole town hope once more. Christmas came around with an empty chair, his little girl's stocking still hanging there. She asked her mother, will Daddy come home? The room went quiet as a church made of stone. Her mother held her and whispered, have faith, while outside the harbor wore its cold gray face. I watched that family stare toward the light, nobody spoke. We all knew some wounds don't heal just because time moves through. Maybe faith ain't knowing how the story will end. Maybe you're standing when you can't understand. Maybe hope isn't found in the light. Maybe it's what keeps you walking through the night. So we tied our hearts to those anchors of faith. When the waves rose higher and the sky turned gray, we carried every name that the ocean knows, every photograph, every hand we used to hold. If the sea won't give back what it took away, we'll still find a reason to believe another day. All down the shoreline, porch lights glow for every family still waiting below. One morning, fog rolled thick across the bay, and nobody had much of anything to say. The old men watched the water, women watched the pier. Then a horn broke the silence far out in the gray. One light appeared, then another came our way. We counted each boat as it came into view. 1, 2, 3. And somebody stopped counting. There should have been one more. I saw his wife drop down on the pier, and his little girl cried when she saw her tears. The whole town stood silent beneath that morning sky. That's the hardest prayer any man ever prays, not giving back, but help us face today. Not tell us why when there isn't a why. Just stay here beside us when we start to cry. Some ships come home and some never do. Some promises break before they come true, but the ones that we love are lost in the tide. They're in every story we carry inside. If you've ever stood where the cold wind blows, waiting for somebody you already know. If you watch the porch who's coming home, but because somebody out there may still be finding their way. We are the hands that keep holding on. We are the voices that sing when the strength is gone. We carry the names that the waves couldn't erase, their stories, their laughter, every familiar face. And when every wave says let go, we'll answer, not tonight. We'll stand where the sea meets the edge of the land, with faith in our hearts and tomorrow in our hands. Leave the light on for the lost and lonely. Leave it on for the ones fighting alone. Leave it on for the mother still waiting, for the fathers who never came home. Years have passed, but the harbor's still here. Same old wooden board, same salt in the air. His little girl grew up, she still keeps his cap. Sometimes I walk down there when the sun goes low, watch that porch light shine where it always did glow. Now I understand what that light means somehow. It isn't saying someone is coming home. It's saying you haven't been forgotten. So let the cold wind blow, let the dark roll in. Somewhere, somebody still holds